What's up, you guys? You are tuned into an all-new episode of Point of View. As you can see, Natalia is out for the day, so we're rocking with the three of us. But we have a very exciting episode ahead of us, so let's just jump right into it. So a Georgia judge by the name of, what was her name? Christina Peterson has been removed from the bench after she was caught on camera physically assaulting a police officer. Witnesses say that she was defending a woman who was being assaulted by a man, and an off-duty cop kind of chimed in, and it just ended in her arrest. So I feel like this is insane, you know? Because I'm just like, well, for one, why did she get arrested by an off-duty cop?
Right.
You know, I feel like there's such a gray area that it's not making a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Well, I watched the video. She was assaulting that man.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, so even though he's off duty, you are assaulting somebody, you know? And then they call the cops, and then now you're in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And I feel like she kind of did deserve it. She took it entirely way too far, especially you're a judge. You're not even a cop. You're not even an attorney. You're a judge, you know?
Yeah.
So you can't expect to have a standard with other people, and then you're out here wilding out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I've always wanted to know, like, do cops get pulled over? Or are they just lawless on the road?
That's interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like she was out having a good time. You know, I'm not making an excuse for her behavior, you know, or her response.
Yeah.
Don't want to invalidate how she was feeling at the moment. You know, she probably felt like, I'm trying to help somebody and here you come. He also
Right.
didn't have a uniform on, so she's probably thinking this is a
Who is
regular,
this
regular
man?
man. Yeah, who is
Yeah.
this man and why are you coming at me so aggressively,
Yeah.
you know? And with everything going on with, you know, racial things and the police and how they perceive, like, you know, Black woman,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he, like, kind of came onto her aggressively.
A little too strong.
Yeah.
No, well, in the video they said, that's a cop, that's a cop. And he's like, I don't know how off duty he was. He had handcuffs. Like, how off duty were you?
How off duty? He was like a medium off duty.
Like, no, right. He was giving undercover because you just whipped out your handcuffs like that
Yeah.
in some jeans. Yeah, he was giving undercover.
Right.
But her response was just so over the top that it's like, I know you're having a good time. I know you're like defending somebody, but you really took it overboard. Because even when she was in the cop car, she was arguing with the police. You know, she was resisting arrest. Then when she got to the police station,
She probably couldn't believe this was happening to her.
Yeah.
Like, she probably really thought that she was genuinely helping somebody out, and now here she is, the one getting arrested.
Exactly.
how far are you going to take it though?
Honestly. And on that note, here's the video of her in the back of the cruiser.
Stop touching me.
And I don't care. You don't need identification. You have locked people up, and you have picked up dead bodies when you don't know who bodies it was, but you picked them up. Take me where you need to take me.
I'm trying to.
No, take me where you need to take me immediately, expeditiously.
And you're preventing
Take
that.
me. I could give a damn. Take me where you want to
So
take me.
how do you want me to take you somewhere expeditiously?
Now. Take me where
I don't know. I feel like this is someone who was having a good time. She probably had a couple of drinks. You know what I mean? I mean, judges are human too.
Yeah.
Miriam.
Did they take
Judges
her
are
wig?
human. You know?
Yeah,
They took her wig?
When they tackled
Yeah.
her to the floor, the wig kind of said,
When she got arrested, the wig didn't get
Now
arrested
she
either.
had a blue list.
the wig stayed at the club.
Judge.
Girl.
Yeah, the wig stayed at the club. The wig stayed on the scene.
Yeah, the
No,
wig.
but I low key feel like in situations like this, like it's kind of like, okay, you arrested her, like you can clearly see like maybe she might be a little intoxicated. Like just take her wherever you're about to take her. Why are you sitting here recording her and antagonizing her?
Yeah.
Instead of just no, I know, but I'm just saying like, why are you doing this though? Like all this questioning and stuff can happen at the jail or the precinct.
Nah, he
like,
was asking for identification. Everybody gets asked for identification because who are they taking?
Yeah.
But
You'll
like,
find that
she
out
was
when you get
overdoing
there.
it, y'all. Come on, y'all just
No, because I think even when
it.
she was getting booked, I feel like they still were like kind of antagonizing her a little bit. And on that note, we have a clip for that as well.
Stop touching me.
See? Don't.
Yeah, stop touching me. Stop touching. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me.
Judge Christina Peterson, she's a judge. I think she knows her rights.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it was more so of a vibe of like, I think she knows like she has the right to not be touched.
I know the
like, you know,
procedures.
maybe. Yeah, she
You know
knows
what
the
I'm
procedures.
saying? And I know when you're crossing the line.
Right.
So I do feel like in this whole situation, I do feel like you said, she knows the law. So it's kind of just like, I know when you're taking it too far, or I know when you're out of bounds.
Right.
So I'm gonna correct you, but also like, you're not in a courtroom right now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you're a civilian.
Right.
So you're gonna be treated as such. So, but I also feel like when you're in a certain position or you have a certain status, like you carry that everywhere you go. So it's like, even when I'm on the streets and I'm having a good time, I'm still a judge.
Right.
You know, I feel like that was her mindset. So that's why I feel like she feels like they were wrong.
No, it gives because she thinks that she's a judge or probably a known judge at this point, that she took advantage of that power. Because, like, she
went to jail.
Yeah, no, but it gave off, like,
entitlement.
A little bit entitled, like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. And
like when Glorilla got pulled over. You don't know who I am.
Or Lil Baby got pulled over, too. He's like, I'm a celebrity. I got these black kids.
It was given that. It was given that.
Yeah, it was definitely given a little bit of entitlement. So I'm assuming you guys think this was blown out of proportion because now she can't be a judge for 7 years.
Yeah, yeah. Like Junie said, like when you are a judge or when you are a model or when you are somebody who's up to a certain standard, maybe when you're out and about, you should hold yourself according to whatever your position is too. And sometimes I feel like that kind of sucks because it's like she was out probably having a good time with her girls, and witnesses are literally saying that she was defending another woman.
Right.
And then this like undercover cop came and
arrested her for assault.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get into her mindset at the time of the arrest, probably saying like, I don't know who you are, you're wearing regular clothes, like get off of me, I'm trying to defend this woman.
And what about this man?
Right, and then she went as far as to get arrested. I'm not gonna lie, when she did get arrested, at that point, I feel like you should.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So I
arrested.
understand holding that person to a certain standard. You are a judge, you are a model, you are a doctor. You get paid the big bucks to act different than a regular civilian. To be honest, I'm a black belt, right? So I did my 10 years. But because I'm a black belt, you know, I have a certain license saying that if I was to get in an altercation, I'm the one going to jail, regardless of the situation. Right. Because, you know, you're a trained fighter, so it's not fair. Yeah. Because I know that, I have a little bit more caution when it comes to getting in an altercation. Right. Because I know for a fact I can't get out of that as easy as somebody else, or if I wasn't a trained fighter. Right. So I understand where you guys are coming from, but she knew better. She should have done better. Yes, somebody is getting assaulted or in an altercation. That's your homegirl. But I'm not going to lie. I can't jump in a fight with my homegirls because, baby, I can't do that.
But at the end of the day, like, he was still, like, off duty. He was out of his uniform. So if he was in his uniform, do y'all think that this would have played out the same way?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
For sure.
Yeah, y'all think she still would have put her hands on him?
Absolutely.
Actually, I don't
in
think
uniform?
I don't think so either.
She's a lady. She look like she don't care who
She's a judge, but she ain't nobody to put their hands on an officer of the law.
Look at how she was acting from when she still found out he was an officer. You acting crazy. Now, if she had found out and be quiet, then I would have probably had a different expectation of her. But no, you continued all the way. You're continuing. You're in a police car. You continue all the way to the police station. She was a little tipsy, absolutely. But I don't know how. To me, when stuff happens, I get sober immediately.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
When I get irritated, I'm immediately sober. I could walk on that line.
Yeah.
I think she was taken aback because she thought she was helping somebody. Yeah. And only for her to end up behind bars is crazy.
I think it was wrong place, wrong place, wrong time too. Like, you know,
could be.
I think it was she fell victim to that for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's her attitude on her. Please.
You think so?
That is her. Yes, that is who she is. Like, she did not calm down at all. She carried this, so clearly that is who she is.
See, I feel like, because she's a black woman, you know,
Miriam.
Yeah, because she is a black woman, you know, and you know the adversities that we go through. I think she was damned from the beginning.
You're playing the angry black woman card?
No, I'm not playing that. You know, I don't think I'm doing that. I think she was like doomed from the beginning, honestly.
For jumping in a situation.
Yeah, from jumping in a situation that had nothing to do with her.
Even if she probably saved that woman's life.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think she would have been benched regardless. I think she would have been benched. Okay, so I think that, you know, the undercover cop, you know, tackled her to the floor, and then maybe she didn't know this was a cop, and maybe
And
that's
she's a little lady.
right,
Like,
and maybe
she's not
that's why
big.
she kept, you know, fighting him or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, when she made it into the cruiser, if she would have and then when she was getting booked, she would have I think she still would have gotten benched. Genuinely think that.
I agree.
Yeah.
For sure. I again, at the bottom line for me, she shouldn't have gotten into it, period, regardless whatsoever.
So y'all
Had
think
nothing
that?
to do with you.
So
And
y'all
you have
think
a
with
standard.
her holding the position of a judge, like, will her punishment, like, y'all think that they'll make an example out of her for
Oh, absolutely.
the way that she acted out?
They already
Yeah.
did.
I feel like that always unfortunately happens to a lot of black people.
Y'all think
like,
she gonna stay in jail?
No.
no, she's probably out by now.
she's
I'm not
probably
100%
Okay.
sure, but I'm
Okay.
She probably yelled at her family, "You left me in there for 27 hours. Oh my God.
probably 20 minutes, honestly.
But you couldn't go get the money any faster."
Oh my
That's what
goodness.
she gives. I'm not gonna lie.
Because a lot of people were literally commenting saying like, oh, like you should have held yourself to this and that. I genuinely think that if she would have been quiet even through the arrest process, just for the fact of her being in an altercation, she still would have gotten benched regardless. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
dang, like, are you a judge? You can't even go out with your homegirls and get a little tipsy.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I
there's
mean?
a lot
You
of
can't even
jobs.
try to save a life.
Yeah.
You can't even try to help nobody.
It's just an unfortunate situation.
It is.
But, you know, Judge Christina, I wish you the best. You guys, we have to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We have so much more discussion after this. You are watching POV. Welcome back, and if you're just now tuning in, you're watching POV. Did you guys know that rapper Nicki Minaj had a little sister?
What?
Yes, her name is Ming Mirage, and did you guys know she also raps and she's actively pursuing a music career?
Where has she been?
Exactly. Well, she recently appeared in an interview where she gave us some insight on her relationship with rapper Nicki Minaj, and it doesn't seem like they're the closest. Take a look at this clip.
If this person was your sister, why did she do this for you? Why did she do that for you? And it's like, at a young age, it's like, you don't know how to answer questions like those. I never needed her to help me get to my goal. I just needed her to see that I can do it and she can be proud of me without having to think that I needed to have an easy way to get to the top. I used to have this urge of just trying to like impress my sister. I'm not gonna lie, I always had this urge to impress her.
That's crazy. I had no idea she had a little sister.
She's so beautiful.
She is so beautiful. It's like she looks like her, but she doesn't look like her.
Right, right. Like she's like a much like younger, more like lively,
fresh.
like version of Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see like her
gives
like
old
like
Nicki.
that.
You know,
Yeah.
like itty bitty piggy.
Yeah.
That's all I saw. Like,
Yeah,
it's
with her
the nose.
chopsticks and
Yeah,
everything, she was so
I'm telling
cute.
you,
Yeah, you can for sure tell that she looks up to Nicki, and Nicki is like one of her inspirations. You know?
Oh, also that's her sister.
Yeah, and that to be clear, that's also her sister on her dad's side. You know, fun little fact. But I didn't know she had a music career. She's a whole rapper, and I'm
Right.
like, how have we never heard of your music? And you're like literally Nicki Minaj's sister. Like how? And
One of the
Well, there
top
you go.
rappers in the world.
Exactly.
That's the point. That's your sibling on your dad's side. I'm sorry. But everybody knows the dad's side don't really get love like that. It be mom's
That's
side.
crazy.
Be for real.
My dad don't got siblings, so I don't have siblings. Siblings. I don't
You don't
have
have
people.
half-siblings.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
nobody on my dad's side.
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah.
not the blank. Trying to think like.
I have siblings on my dad's side, but we're not close. Exactly.
There you go.
But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. You know, everybody is
Dang.
closer to their mom's side. We just know that.
Yeah.
She, you know, now if they were both same mom, same dad, then we could be like, hold on, Nicki, are you being a little fake? But I don't think it's really anything crazy. It's just her music.
But is
probably-
Nicki like supposed to help her? Like, do y'all think that Nicki was supposed to like bring her along for the ride? Maybe even give her a feature once upon a time? Like,
No.
maybe like, or put her in some different spaces or in some rooms with her to like give her a little push?
If they have a close relationship, then yeah.
Well, sometimes
You know.
also.
But if it's distant, then maybe like.
Yeah, I know. If
It's
I,
kinda
there's
like
no relationship, because
out of sight, out of mind.
Right, like I have friends that I'm closer to than family members. You know, I have
Same,
friends that I would
yeah.
probably give way more to than certain family members, because your friends, you kind of choose them. You know,
It's
whereas
your
you kind-
chosen family.
Right, they're like your chosen
Yeah.
family, right? Yeah, no. If they don't have a close relationship, I don't think she's entitled to, you know, Nicki's successes or Nicki's hard work. I don't think, you know, anybody's.
Let's flip it. What if they did have a close relationship? What
Then
if they
absolutely.
were? What if they were close sisters? And yes, Miriam, you have a sister.
I do have a sister.
So what if your sister was trying to get into content creation and she looked up to you, y'all had y'all differences or
Yes.
whatever, but she really idolized you? Would you put her in the same
Absolutely.
spaces as you to help elevate her
Absolutely.
career?
But this is someone I grew up in the same house with. We like, you know, have the same parents. Like we
Yeah.
have a super, super close relationship. I talk to her every single day. I would give my last for my sister, but we have that relationship.
Yeah.
Ming Mirage, it doesn't sound like they have the relationship that my sister and I have.
Yeah.
But also, I also have heard that sometimes with half siblings, you don't really share the same relationship as like, you know, what whole siblings share, especially whole siblings that have like kind of a healthy dynamic or that grew up in the same household.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think my sister is a little bit entitled to, you know, my successes, you know, because she's been there with me all along, you know.
I can't lie. I can't really relate to Ming and Nicki because I don't have any sisters.
Yeah, but you have brothers though.
I do. They're not interested in the same things that I'm interested in, right? So I can't really relate. But I will say, if I did have a younger sister, which I've always wanted, but if I did have a younger sister or even an older sister, like I do feel like I would probably like follow behind her steps if she was like successful and she was moving down the right path or the same path that I wanted to follow.
Yeah.
Or even if I had a younger sister, I would want to be that example and bring her into the rooms that I walk through and, you know, help
and
her.
I see you share that because even with your brother, not putting your business out there, but I have heard you say stories about you and your brother helping each other out, you know, a lot. So you guys are like besties too.
Yeah.
So I think you would, for sure, if you had a sister, it'd be the same kind of relationship.
For sure.
You have siblings too, Janaya.
Yeah, I have too much. No, but I have a lot of different experiences. My whole brother, my younger brother, we have always done the same thing. We did taekwondo together. We did competition together. Like now that we're older and we're adults, he has his own business. He has a detailing business, and I have the salon.
Yeah.
Now Josiah has never felt entitled to my success. Have I tried to help? Again, now we go into regular sibling rivalry, which is fine and healthy if it's cultivated the right way. But, you know, me and my brother, I'm very opinionated, and when I know what I know, and I know my stuff.
Are y'all the same?
When you're right, you're right.
My mom might have to back up sometimes, and we're just like, Mom, you're an only child, and we argue because it's like you don't listen, but we're so two different people, like, and we're in two different things. Like I tell you, like. It's a lot. It's sibling.
Right. So looking at Ming Mirage and Nicki Minaj, do y'all feel like they could be the same, or do you feel like they're like on opposite spectrums?
They may be on opposite spectrums because my thing is like, how can you be Nicki Minaj's sister and you do music and no one knows you do music? So to me,
I heard of her today.
Yeah, literally.
So
to me, you know, this is another conversation. Some people think that just because you have a sibling or someone super close to you that has attained a level of success in a specific field, if you go, even parents, you know, and if you go in that same field, you automatically have the door open for you and like you'll automatically be successful. Yes, sometimes it happens, but you won't get far if you don't have talent.
Right.
So I think I don't know, my bad. You know?
Do we think Ming music might be?
Well, it might be a little trash. I don't know though.
I don't know either.
Lord,
I
don't parody.
I don't know either. I really want to look her up when we wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because I'm so curious just to hear like what she sounds like her sense of style, like because that video was not enough for me to like really get into her. Like
because you
I need to know more.
literally have a sibling who has went through the same process pretty much that you're trying to go through. So it should be
What
a
does
little.
she do? Country music.
She does rap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like she could do Jesus rap.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? I'm done with you, Janiyah. Listen, what if Ming Mirage is actually good though, but she just doesn't have the same support or like she doesn't walk into the same rooms like the support. She just really doesn't have the support or the fan base that Nicki Minaj has, or like the reps or anything like that, like to really push her music. Like, what if Nicki never helped her because she felt like, dang, my sister kind of good. She might.
But you have to think
she
about
might
it
pass
too.
me.
The same doors that was opening and open for Nicki may not be able to even open for her sister.
Exactly.
Sometimes when you walk through that door, it shuts completely. And also, even though because they're sisters, also at the time when Nicki blew up, her sister was super, super young.
Yeah.
Right.
It sounds like her sister is just now getting into it. Now Nicki's so far ahead, and now you're trying to fill in this gap.
Nicki's established. Pass the baton.
No, but you can't compete where you cannot compare.
Yeah.
So now she's put onto this standard where, oh my gosh, your sister's Nicki Minaj, and she goes on.
Because if she flop,
she may not flop, but their expectation for
you either
her
have to meet it
is
or
too
go
high.
above it.
Like you know who this reminds me of? This reminds me of Diddy and his son.
Yeah.
Because his son isn't all that great. Oh, I'm sorry.
Because
I know which one you're talking about. Music. What is his name?
The one that just looks like him?
Yeah.
Oh, what is his name?
I can't remember his name.
Christian Combs.
Yes. Christian Combs. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he expected, I'm going to be just like my dad. Like, my music is going to, like, take off like my
Low-key, he
dad.
sounds like him sometimes, and then sometimes he sounds like Mace. It's like, really confusing.
Right.
But, like, it doesn't compare to Diddy.
You can't, because he's not Diddy.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes
but
it might
naturally
do you a
we
disservice.
have that. Yeah.
It might do you a disservice being under, someone who's like a legend or someone
Right.
who,
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
He better off.
Maybe
bar
that's
is
why
in-
Ming hasn't gone nowhere and we haven't heard of her, because Nicki Minaj is literally a legend.
My biggest thing is
she's a staple.
In your family, you're better off building an empire somewhere else than trying to add to something that's already established. Because you trying to follow in somebody's shadow is never, ever, ever gonna work.
You know what? Maybe Ming should go be a writer. Maybe you should go be a writer.
She might be more successful.
Like a ghost writer instead of being face front.
That's if her lyrics are hitting.
Right. I need to hear it.
Yeah, we gotta listen to it
Yeah,
first.
we gotta
She
hear
might
her.
just need to be a photographer at this point.
A photographer is really crazy.
In the interview that what she was saying kind of matches a little bit with Rob Kardashian a little bit, except Rob Kardashian's kind of a whole sibling with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Where everyone's expecting him to be in the reality shows. Everyone's expecting him to also be a
To do
billionaire.
something.
Like, all of his sisters.
He's reaping the benefits. That's probably what Ming need to do.
But she's not. She don't got the title and she's not reaping the benefits.
You're right. She probably need to sit down and say, sis, you need help with the baby?
Yeah.
Sometimes
And you know
that's
what's
just what
crazy?
you gotta do.
Nikki has worked so hard to get where she's at right now. She's had
Right.
to go through so much backlash, so many allegations.
Yeah, we just
she
talked
probably
about it.
also is protecting her sister and doesn't want her to go through that.
Yeah,
You know,
or even be involved. Maybe that's why we don't really know or hear about her, because maybe, like you said, she's trying to keep her family separate from all of the drama that's surrounding her. Because let's be real, Nicki Minaj be in a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now. Yeah, but
I mean,
even
she's
coming
always
up,
with
like
guys
she was,
too.
even coming
Yeah.
up, she was going through so much. Like they
Yeah.
accused her of sleeping with the entire Young Money, and
Right.
they say that's how
she was with Lil Wayne.
She wasn't.
And Drake.
I doubt that.
And Lil
Well,
Twist.
nonetheless, we have to. I'm going off of like what she's saying. She was accused of being the so many things, you know.
Right.
So maybe she's trying to protect her sister. You know,
I
don't
could
know.
see that.
Yeah.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah. Well, Ming Mirage and Nicki Minaj, I hope you guys get a closer sister relationship. But you guys, on that note, we do have to wrap. Catch us back here tomorrow here at Afro TV. Bye.